All right, guys, so we're gonna do a high fade. Really high fade, actually. He likes it quite high. Now you see this part here, we can't leave any bulk on his hair because it's fluffy. It sticks straight out. So we'll take it all the way up to the part, do a high skin fade. Like normal, you wanna set in your guidelines here. So I typically, when I start a high fade, I'll set right where that C cup, right above that C cup. Basically like that, and then what we'll do is we'll kind of meet, we'll stop about here, and then meet the line on the other side. Because if you try to just go straight around, a lot of times you'll end up with a crooked line. Because it's a high fade, it shouldn't take you very long to do. It's pretty quick fade. Again, start right above the C cup. Now this side is the tough side to blend because you're not gonna have as much room. Because obviously we're going all the way up on this side. Hair's long, dude. So we will skin all of this with the shavers. I typically like to do my fade first. I know some people like to, after they bald it out, do the shavers here, which is fine. This here is my 2 metal blade. I like to use this to debulk. And on this side, you don't want to dig in, you want to kind of come out. Now again over here, we're going to go right up to the line, so we're actually going to wet the longer hair down a little bit. It just makes it easier. And his hair up here grows up like that, so you want to pay attention to how the hair grows, and I'll actually cut down here. It always makes it easier if you debulk first too, to fade. You see what you're doing. It just makes it a lot easier. Clean them off a little bit, and now we're gonna start fading. I'm actually gonna use my magic clips today. I'm gonna move from a comb to a brush too. And then like always, you want to start, no guard open, set in your first guideline. Now I've cut his hair quite a bit, and it's actually pretty easy to fade. And here I'm just kind of playing with the lever to get that line out. A lot of it's using the corners too on this bald line. So like I said, on the other side you have more grace. But this side, you really have to make sure you're not raising the line too much because you only have so much room to blend. Also, when I'm taking out the bald line, I'm not pressing really hard. I'm kind of laying my clipper flat and letting it do all the work. So basically, I have that much room to go from 0 to a 2. So a lot of this is kind of flicking out. This is the one lever open, and then we're gonna close it and just hit this bottom line just to soften it. Just like that. Again, lever open, close it, hit that bottom line to soften it. Now it's not gonna take the line all the way out, but it will soften it. We'll go back through with our half guard. How's work going?
Great. Got a lot of parties.
The Christmas parties and stuff. That's cool though. They do that at Bell's Outlet and everything?
Yeah.
That's cool. So after the 1 guard, this is the 1.5. Now, the 2 metal is basically like this guard. in plastic. So what this is gonna do is just kind of knead them for the most part. Just give it that last little bit it needs to blend. And we're gonna go through everything. So for me, I'm not worried about this ledge, because the way I cut, I'll use shear over comb to get rid of that, but you can do clipper over comb, whatever you feel more comfortable. And here again, you're just kind of flicking out. Now after we do all this, we're gonna make our way back down the one guard, open. And this, you're just gonna kind of use your corners to blend the rest of the way. Like this right here. All right, now we're gonna use the half guard. What this is gonna do is take that last line out. So here, you always wanna start all the way open just to see. And use your corners always with this guard. Then I'll close it a little bit. Close it a little bit more. And then check your mirror too. Mirror is your best friend, but that looks basically good to me. And just keep moving. Start open again. And his hair, it grows this way, so you gotta watch the grow pattern and kind of cut against it if you want it to cut anything. We're gonna put our one guard on and play with it right here. Open the lever. Put our half guard back on. Grab our one guard again. And here I'm just kind of detailing as I go. And I won't have to touch this side again. So because the way his cowlick grows, it kind of grows like that. So you want to kind of tough to blend it because it grows up, but you just want to kind of do the best you can do. You don't want to take too much of the hair off or it won't look blended. Again, we're staying with the half guard. We're going to get that line out right there. Use the corners, close a little bit. And on this, it's kind of okay if you accidentally set in a light line from the half guard, because we'll use our one guard to go back in detail. A lot of it is playing with the lever and using your corners. This is the one guard, open. So here I'm just kind of detailing. All right, now we're gonna move to shear over comb and trim the top. You want a little bit up top this time, right? Yeah. So you wanna saturate the top. And I always brush my client's hair the way it wants to lay. Once I saturate the line, if they want a hard part, I'll go ahead and throw it in. And here, you don't wanna use the whole blade, just use the corners to set this in. Just clean up this edge here. So when you do a comb over, a lot of times when they comb their hair over, there's gonna be a hard line here from where you cut. So what I always recommend, instead of cutting this way and working your way back, set in your guideline first here. Part out the hair, like that, and grab this. Like that. And now what we're gonna do is kind of angle it down just a little bit. And when the hair lays down, that edge is gone. And we'll start this way. And now you have a guideline on the edge there. Because it's cowlicks right here, you want to leave this a little longer. And this edge here, before you go in with shear over comb or clipper over comb, you want to take your fingers. You want to get rid of that bulk. Sorry if you can't see my comb and my fingers and all that's away. But now, once we kind of get rid of that, we're gonna take our shear over comb and you're gonna get rid of all that and blend it up. And when you do this, don't blend in like that. You want to blend straight off the ridge of his head. After you're done doing this, you might have to go back through and just detail with your clippers. So always start with the highest guard you use, which is a 1.5 to blend into that too. Just like that. That's about the only place I'm worried about. Just clean this front edge up a little bit. Look a little bit this way. I technically have my client look this way just so I'm not like all up on him. And then when you move his hair, you don't want to do it too much because then it lifts the skin up. So just do it kind of lightly just to get it out of the way. You know, I'm just detailing. I kind of saw something that I wanted to hit. All right, we're gonna clean him up. And then I'm gonna put just the light pomade in his hair, just so it lifts his hair up and lays it right, just so I can check and see how it's laying. In this cut, I'm using Uppercut. This is their matte pomade. It's really creamy and light, which works good. All right, now we're basically finished with the cut. I'm just gonna clean him up with the razor, clean his line up. I use the Dorco Prime razors. I was using the Personas, but I got a bad box and every one of the razors, it was just really weird how they wouldn't cut. So again, you want to stretch. Don't stretch too much because you don't want to mess his hairline all up. And while you're doing this, you don't ever want to use the full blade. Just use either the back or the front. So the reason I don't do the shavers right away is because it's down here. So I'm not gonna pick them up twice. I only want to pick them up once. Try to save as much time as I can. So we'll clean up his neck hairs. And I always start down first. And then we're gonna, because if you just go up and stop, it's gonna set in a pretty hard line. But again, that is the cut. High skin fade. All right, guys.